Hello, Flickering Myth family, and welcome to our channel. My name is EJ Marino, and we have a new review today. I'm going to be jumping into I guess it's an erotic thriller? Yeah, we're going to be talking about Deep Water. A little bit of a cinematic secret of mine is I have a soft spot in my heart for erotic thrillers. Things like 9.5 Weeks, Indecent Proposal, movies that are directed by this director as well. So yeah, I really like this genre. I go back to liking things like Showgirls. There's just a weird thing about erotic thrillers that really suck me in. There's too many puns here for erotic thrillers, but yeah, no. In general, I really find this genre to be fun, engaging, and easy to fall into. Something about the overly sexual vibe, something about the mystery, it just works for me. Deep Water, well, it's a bit more of a marital thriller than it is an erotic thriller. It feels like they just sucked all the sex appeal out of this movie and just went for a more standard mystery, a bit more like Gone Girl than I was hoping something like Fatal Attraction. It's not a bad film. I had fun watching Deep Water. I was into the mystery. I was just like, oh my god, Ben Affleck is playing a complete crazy person. Yeah, I like a lot of what's here. It just left me a little bit unfulfilled. I was expecting a lot more. This movie had a good cast. I mean, Armas, Ben Affleck, Tracy Letts, a little Howery. Like, there is a lot of people in here that could have really brought their best, and people were doing fine. I just was a bit let down by the story. I honestly don't even blame the director for it. It's more going down to the screenplay of, like, adapting the story. I happened to read the book while I was dealing with my feelings of this movie, and I will say the book has that same feeling where I go, oh, that's it? Like, I just kept wanting more. The book was a bit more erotic than the film. I wonder if Adrian Lin has just grown out of just making pure sexy films and is going for a bit more of the thriller, the Gone Girl, the David Fincher era. I wish it was as good as Gone Girl, or I wish it was as scandalous as things like 9.5 Weeks. It just doesn't go the full Monty in either direction, so it just makes a pretty standard, okay movie. For this review, I want to get into what really doesn't work for me in the story department, so I have to get into spoilers. So as we get into the story, just letting you guys know, spoilers will be ahead. So the film stars Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas as Victor and Melinda Van Allen, a couple in a pretty strange situation. Ben Affleck's character Vic, seemingly lets Melinda kind of go play and do what she wants. She flaunts her affairs in front of him, in front of everyone, to the point where it makes his friends very uncomfortable. It seems to make him uncomfortable, but he just lets it happen. They have a baby named Trixie. They're just trying to kind of get along with their marriage without too much drama. Well, when Melinda's significant others that she's seeing on the side start popping up dead, we instantly go to, well, it's Vic, right? Like, it has to be him. So the movie lets us think for just a little bit of, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe he is just letting this happen, and maybe it's Melinda. But sadly, the film shows us a kill he commits, and it kind of ruins the mystery for me. There was an element that I wish we could have had at the very end, a reveal that he was doing this the whole time. Really manipulate your audience. This movie's a bit about gaslighting. Gaslight me as a viewer. I want to be able to kind of fall into the story and not really know where it's going, and let every twist and turn hit me over the head. Sadly, this just didn't have that. I was just like, oh, and he kills this guy, and he kills this person, and he kills this person. Like, it just didn't allow me to really fall in love with the mystery side of this. I liked the story. Again, I have a soft spot for watching rich white people get drunk and have horrible lives. It goes down to, like, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? This is a subgenre of film that I can watch people have scandalous, dramatic lives forever and be entertained. I don't really like reality TV, but when you do it in a heightened version of a film, I really like it. So I did like watching their relationship. I thought there was a lot of interesting back and forth between what she wanted and what he wanted. Is she right for doing what she wants to do? Is he wrong for letting her, like, there's a lot of, this really movie made me think about this couple, about this situation, about open marriages. I like that this started a conversation in my head. It just, I really wish the movie would have been a bit more thrilling in its marital, erotic thriller type of status. If you weren't going to give me a 10-minute sex scene between Ana de Armas and Ben Affleck, at least give me a solid good mystery, but that just wasn't there. Again, I don't hate this. There is elements that work. I just wanted to be a bit more razzle-dazzled by it. Ana de Armas and Ben Affleck are a big selling point of this film. They were in a relationship, or at least got into a relationship after filming this movie, and now they have since broke up. He's back with J-Lo, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get into like the TMZ tabloid of it all, but these two figures have really sold this movie for a lot of people. They were like, let's get into it. And I will say, they're two of my favorite parts. Ana de Armas, I just feel like a director hasn't really figured out what I want out of her yet. Like, I thought she was good in No Time to Die. I loved her in Knives Out, and I like her here, but I just haven't seen the role that made me go, wow, Ana de Armas is a star. She does have that Marilyn Monroe biopic coming up this year. That could be really fun. I heard that is a bit scandalous as well. That could be really, really interesting. I liked her here. I just wish her character had a bit more to sink her teeth into. By the end of the movie, I was just like, girl, honestly, go. Like, why are you still here? Sam Levinson is a writer on this, which is the Euphoria guy. So there was that element of like, I want to punch all these dumbass people in the face because y'all are making stupid decisions. I like that a bit, but it does get frustrating. Now, I will say Ben Affleck, he does this role very well. Similar to his role in Gone Girl of a husband in a very odd situation with his wife. He plays that very well. Maybe it's a bit of his real life he's pulling from. Maybe he's just a weird guy. But whatever it is, I like him in this role. I thought he was oddly charismatic in a creepy way. I thought he was creepy as well. I haven't seen Ben Affleck play a villain like this. He was a bit in The Last Duel, but this was a different type of bad guy, and I liked it because it's a bad guy that made me go, is he bad? He's bad, right? Yeah, I like that. It just really made me think about a lot of things. So I did enjoy the performances at the center of the film. I wish they had better material. Again, I don't really blame the director or even the screenwriters as much as I don't love Sam Levinson's style, and I think there's another writer who is pretty well known as well attached to it. I don't really blame them. I just think they didn't have the most interesting source material to go off of. I mean, the woman who wrote this, I believe, did like Strangers on a Train and things like that, so I can see where the classic vibes could be. There is something about this that, like, if this was a 1960s French film, I would eat this up. But as a 2022 American Hulu film, it ain't all that. There's potential here. I just really wanted to like it a bit more. Well, that is my review for Deep Water. It's an okay movie. It's not anything too scandalous. If you're trying to go in here to see sexy sex scenes with sexy people, that's not here, sadly. That's kind of a drawing point for these type of movies, so that is a bit lacking here. But overall, I thought it was an okay film. I liked the drama, I was intrigued by it, I wish the mystery was a bit better, but overall, I didn't have a horrible time watching it. I like Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. I'll see them try to do anything. So if you like those two actors, if you like the directors, like other films, or if you like this genre of film, the very, I always describe them as like airport or beach book, something you would read over like a holiday just to get into the mystery. If you like these type of stories, definitely check it out. It's going to be on Hulu. It's worth a watch. It's not long. I think it's like just under 2 hours or just about 2 hours. It's fine. Definitely check it out if you're into it. But if you're not going to be missing too much. All right, everyone, what did you think of this movie? If you've seen it yet, share your feelings down in the comments below. If you like this review, share those feelings as well. Give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and let's make sure you guys subscribe because we make videos like this every single week. All right, everyone, give me a thumbs up, all that jazz, and let's comment down below.